Hello everybody, I hope you're well. I'm being prompted to share something with you that was shown to me in early 2012, and I was shown it in a metaphor, and quite often I do see things in metaphor. And at that time I wasn't very good at holding boundaries, keeping my boundaries. I tended to try and save everybody, which is, I suppose, what we do tend to do as starseeds, light workers, empaths, sensitives, whatever you want to, however you identify. And the thing that was being shown to me at that time was that I was in a place where people were coming to me constantly for healing. And at that time, I was, happy to support them in that. We change our words as we move on through the consciousness. So it's what I believed at that time is not where I'm at now. So, of course, I wanted to help everybody. I wanted to help them. And I was giving all the time. And a particular friend of mine was in a very, very deep place and not having a very good time of it. And one day turned up at my house and said, "Can you give me some Reiki?" And I was, of course I can give you Reiki. And I was doing a lot of Reiki at that time, a lot of sessions with people, even though I was working full time as well. And this particular person felt that they needed whatever it was I was giving. And I was getting run down, I was getting tired. I'd been diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and I was in flare up after flare up after flare up, and I was emptying my cup all the time and not refilling it. And so I think many of us can identify with the place where we have to go through that place where we don't see ourselves. We don't see the importance of maintaining healthy boundaries. We just want to help everybody. We don't want people to be in dark places, because more often than not, we've been in that place ourselves. So I was very fortunate to spend New Year 2012 with a very, very dear friend of mine who's no longer here. Is here with me, but not in the physical. And I learnt so much from that time. And we were in Goa, as I said, on the beach, New Year 2012. It was life-changing for me. I got to see me. I got to appreciate myself more. Obviously, it's been a period of growth. I got to see who I was. And shortly after that, I was given a metaphor. I was shown it. I could see it so clearly. And this particular friend who, I'm very grateful to as a teacher, a valuable teacher to me. I saw this friend hanging at the end of a rope down into a deep, dark well. And I've shared this with many, many people. But this friend was in this well. And I'd been in that well. It's not nice, it's cold, it's damp, it's dark, it's lonely. And this friend's hanging on this rope saying, "Don't let me go, don't let me go. Save me, save me." And I'm holding the end of the rope. And in my visualization was this thick, thick rope. And I'm holding and pulling and trying to rescue this friend. And what I saw very clearly was me bending over, leaning into the well, trying to pull for all my might this friend out of the well. And I was told that you're not strong enough to pull that friend out of the well. You're pulling and your hands are hurting, your arms are aching, your back's aching. You're not strong enough to pull that friend out of the well. And so what I was told was, you need to let her go down to the bottom of the well. Okay, it's not nice, it's cold, it's miserable. You've been in there, you know what it's like. But you need to let them go into the well. Because this was what was the life changer for me. I was holding her there. You know, this was a metaphor, but it actually was, if you like, was what was going on. I was constantly being there and not able to save that person. But in the meantime, they weren't saving themselves. So I was told very clearly, they can't move because you won't let them go down, but you're not strong enough to pull them up. And so what I was told was, let them go down to the bottom of the well. There's a ladder in the well, and they will find their way around. They'll feel their way around the well. They'll find the ladder, and they'll start to climb the ladder. And you can encourage them as they climb, and then welcome them when they get to the top. So that was a huge realization for me. That gave me permission, if you like, to say no more. You know, we hear this term, and I've used it myself in the past, that people are energy vampires. We say it, people say it all the time. Oh, that person's an energy vampire, that person's an energy vampire. And from our understanding of that, that means somebody's taking from us. You know, we imagine a straw, you know, into us, and they're drawing our energy away. But as a sovereign being, nobody can take what we don't give. So that's important to realize, because we can blame other people, but it means we're not taking responsibility for our own energy. We're giving. And another metaphor I was shown, and I say this to people all the time, you would not fill your car up with fuel, and then your friend comes along and says, oh, you know, I don't have any fuel in my car, I don't know how I'm going to be able to get about. And you say, well, don't worry about it, you know, I'll empty my car of fuel, I'll give you my fuel. And then we drive around on the fumes. We wouldn't do it, but we do it energetically all the time, because we don't value ourselves. We don't see the importance of ourself, because as starseeds we come in with this feeling we need to save the world, we have to help people, but we start with ourself. We can't live somebody else's life for them. We can't experience their journey for them. We're here as supporters. We can encourage people. We can show a different way by living our life differently. And so what's been coming in is almost like a change in this, you know, seeing the friend in the well. And there's me tugging on this rope, trying to pull the friend out of the well, because, you know, who else is going to save them? Only me. And so what I'm seeing now is that there are others behind me pulling on that rope. So we don't need to let people go to rock bottom anymore to experience what we experienced. Many of us have been doing this journey for a long time, and we've been changing programs, clearing programs, ending patterns, bringing in new light codes. We've been creating the new earth grids, anchoring those grids in through our own physical body. We've been going through some quite challenging times, but we were made for these times. We were made for these times. So we don't need to save people. We just support them as they go through their own journey. So I think it's I need to remember it, because I've been emptying my cup recently, and there are certain circumstances that we find it difficult to hold our boundaries. And these are the greatest tests. These people are here to move us further along and to help us, if you like, to push through those really, really tough boundaries, you know, through those moments where we know this, we've done the work, we can hold our center, and then there are certain things that take us off center and we struggle to come back. And more now we're able to hold our own center, our own balance, and we know that if we wobble a bit, we can come back, because we know what it feels like now. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm feeling it really, really strongly now, that it's important that we hold our own light, that we stand in our sovereignty. We've just gone through the year of mastery to learn that, you know, each one of us is vitally important, vitally important. We hold our own soul signature. It's unique. But we come together in this beautiful jigsaw puzzle, this beautiful picture, where we all hold our own unique piece to create that picture. And each one of us now is coming together. It's a unified field of light as we all come together in our own unique way. We don't have to be like anybody else. You know, we've always strove to be like other people. We've wanted to be, you know, oh, I want to know what they know. I want to be able to do what they can do. And then we don't see ourselves. One of the things when I started embodying, if you like, the Sophia aspect of myself, one of the things she said to me very, very loudly and clearly was, when you compare yourself to another, it's because you don't see yourself. You don't see your brilliance. You see everybody else shining, but you're not looking back at yourself and seeing how brightly you're shining. So I think that that's really important for us now, is to recognize that we are important in the things that we can do, the things we create, the lives that we touch. Even if it's one life, even if it's just one, it will ripple out. So thank you for listening to me. I feel to share some light languages with you, and I also want to begin that with sharing this beautiful, beautiful crystal bell. And many of you will have heard the bell that work with me, or if you've heard some of my recordings with the light languages, I will use this crystal bell. And this bell was gifted to me from the daughters of my dear friend who left this world last February. And it means the world to me to have this, to work with it, to know that she's still working with me with this sound. So we will bring some light languages for you, just to support us all in seeing our light, you know, shining our own light brightly and giving ourselves permission to do that. So I'm going to just do the bell for you first. Nea wea na kia shenea kuya mataya la ya. Ana yo te la kama ya te shea na wea ta ea no goya mata ea na ea. Shama wea na ya ti la kashina tuela a ti na ye ti shimia mata wele. Aga hatuya na ea ka tishine o te e la ka amano te la ye ne ne tu shine e. Mayani ya ti yeshua na ga ya na ne lo ne te a te nevet e shinwe. Tana moia o ki a nana ia tuishe i a gana te ala i anama. Ana le aloea na ia kata ia nu te e shini a matoia la a. Ma tuia ia na ia ni i katoia lea na te a take i ana ia. Shana ma ia na ia te leo e te ke shini kata i a toia na ma na ia ti ana a. Ana hui ana ki ana i a noi tina ma a. Ana renu te la ka rene te la no te me te la a. A mo te shike te e la kia na ia te e na ma. Shanu te la hia na ke a tu te la na te ma tu e shike ana e te e shinu te e te e. A ma ho te e la ka at e shinu te e ka et uishina a tu a ma o te e. Ana ne re tu le ka na ia tu shina ma te e ko tu la o ko te e na i je ge na e ma ho te e. A go hana ia doile na te dea no te amaya te e te na a. Shana ya nui te ala na ia katai ne a te. A ma huita ni a kata te uite e ana ia te e shine au kuit e mana ia na i. A mana ia na ia tui ala na i ka ana ia te e. A sha mo te ala na ia ka ne e te uila ana me te e. A ma hui ana ti a shina ke ana a. A ne la a tui na a. A ma ia tui e na ia I ke shina a. So sending from my heart to your heart with so much love. So much love. And let's welcome in these new earth energies. Let's work with the new earth energies and create the most magnificent lives for ourselves so that others may see that it's possible. So have a wonderful, wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you for listening to me.